Alright, hi everyone, how's it going? So we just finished exit 22, and we are now touching up the cherry desk of exit 22. Basically just to make it a little more streamlined, but also make it a little less, like, kind of just waiting around in some spots. I'm not planning on having to do this level of touch-ups to every level.
This is the one that I drew for you yesterday. And then I wanted to keep going, but it was like too late to start painting, so I just started drawing another one. But I'll probably just pen this layer and then start making orders. Hi, Passion. How's everybody doing? Also, it appears I'm going to be probably graduating in the fall instead of next spring, and I'm kind of freaking out. Like, I'm excited, but I'm also kind of fucking a little bit. Everyone finally left my house with a fucking train wreck. All the problems got me sick as a dog. I'm allowing myself a panic attack as a reward. Oh. Mary, you've been really putting off that panic attack, so just have your reward panic attack. Have a reward powerup when you can.
Can you kill these with cape actually? Because if so, that might technically cheese some of this. Not enough to like read his good stuff. But...
Was the birthday party fun though? Before everyone got to sleep? I guess what could we have expected?
Hi Christina,
Okay.
how's it going?
Screen turning into a glow is pretty effective. You know, that does tend to help. It's rough when you're sick too. Oh, it's pretty art though for you. It's special for you.
And I help.
Yes, you help with that. Folks told me I was the best one ever and he had an amazing birthday party. Worth every whatever illness, panic attack, whatever has to happen. Yay! I'm glad you liked it! And then we'll hang out for always and start painting each day. So worth it, honestly? Hell yeah. It's also just gonna love it. I decided to put on acid jazz today. Max, how's your day going?
Why don't I just move this?
He was crying when he was opening his presents.
So, like,
Oh my god. Kids are just...
how are you doing, by the way, Christina? And everyone. Good to see you all. Oh, well, don't like that spike there. That's fine. That's why we test.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, so cute. I had to add an extra soda before I said cute. Alright, I know what she's doing here, so that's the thing. Luckily, they're at the pool right now, and I'm not. Not to give the impression I like my sister and her kids. It's just love for someone who's lived alone for 20 plus years to handle. Yeah, no, it's a lot to be around. Like, especially family with kids. Because, like, of course you enjoy being around the kids. But, like, you're not used to it, you know? On Tuesday, I hung out with my parents and my 2-year-old nephew. And I was fucking pooped. Oh my god. I was exhausted. Like, I don't know how people do it every day.
Can I force the landing and run off here? I can definitely tell my hands are tired from yesterday, so I'm probably not going to be playing too much Kaizo today, but...
What colors are you thinking you want? I feel like you told me what you have in the room already, but I can't remember. Mary, you're the best. Duck Detective, wait, shut the fuck up. Why is it a... Apparently you can't just say duck with a capital D in my chat without it being that duck. Sup, it's a Queen Raid and Run, but Queen Raid and Bun. I love it. Hey PT, how are you? I know, I'm dying at this duck. I didn't even know I had this freaking emo. So stinking cute. Do you have to ready to run now? I love you. Stop being funnier than everyone. I love PT. Hi, Miami Drops. How's it going? Welcome in. The Golar Poland Queen. What are you doing? She's talking. Your last shift for a month, so it could be a lot worse. I'm sorry, you're hiking right now? PT, thank you for the gifted sub to Queen, and then Mare, thank you for the gifted sub to PT. Got him. Weren't expecting that. We're PT. We do love Queen, right? You remember how early from the bachelor party he was at? It was a nightmare. Oh. Oh no. Like it just wasn't fun at all? That really sucks. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this also just doesn't work.
Oh wait, I think Robert answered my question and then it's full. Oh, right before the room is super eclectic, so the editing colors will work with the main color palette is blue, red, and gold. Okay. Never worked with that color palette before. Okay, okay. Even Cookie got you cookie. I love it. More too kind. Thank you. It's too big, so you only get one there. Not too. Oh, yes, thank you. I did like a gradient of like triple Venmo. They overpopulated the hospital in order to the cost of the holiday weekend, so they didn't get any assistance, so they just left. What the fuck? Told them to refund the money for room and board, and overcharge people to get room and board. That's insane. People do too fucking much. When I got married, I took one friend on a day trip to the beach, and that was my bachelorette party.
My bachelor party was just having ice cream with long game pole.
Sia went to ice cream with long game pole.
Because I didn't even like want a bachelor party, and then I kind of like freaked out a little bit like a month
before.
before.
To a bachelor party, and then kind of freaked out that like they didn't have one, and was like, "Let's go get ice cream."
Yeah, but I was like, I'm not gonna like go to like the strip club or something like stereotypical for bachelor parties.
They
So
did want a nudie bar, but they did want ice cream. Yeah, that does sound horrible. Definitely go spend some time with Hero. And still have a better night with you. It's 5 a.m. Last night at 5 a.m. I was like, where the fuck are you? Where it's 5 a.m. right now? You're not at home. You could see like the math equations flying past my face. Trying to figure out time zones. Where the fuck is she?
So is that gonna be your Prince 201 math face? We'll make that emote
Yeah,
happen.
someone click that or something for the math. Just visiting India for the weekend. Just a casual 12-hour difference right now. It is 4:39 p.m. from here now. Pay for the wedding, pay for a wedding, drink for Sage and face mask for the wedding. Yeah, see, I didn't do any of that because I didn't want bridesmaids or any of that. For the week in Sage, I think you living it up in Dubai or something. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's what I did in Dubai, and they had to drive to a resort in our hotel. So bad. People were like, I've been through your house, I thought it was going to be a trip. Well, that's literally insane. Why was there literally no planning for this party? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but like, I'm gonna just let you know. It is simply not possible for anyone to care as much about your wedding or that you're getting married as you. They just don't. They simply don't. And they won't. And the sooner you know that, the better. I have to self-support. Two beers each, very sensible. Yeah, just a casual night. No planning at all. Dude didn't know what time he was leaving until the day before. That is ridiculous. Hey Tay, how's it going? Good to see you. Facts, right? Like, you think that everyone's gonna care about your wedding a lot. It's your wedding, and you care about it a lot. But to anyone else, it's simply another day. An occasion. A party, if you will. How you talking about my mother? She cared a lot more than me. Okay. Or there's that direction they could go in. That is also another option. You're right. I think my wedding planner was like concerned that that was my situation, and I was like, I am insanely overwhelmed, and my mom is truly saving my life right now by helping me. So like, please just let her. Like, she is my maid of honor. Let her please help. Wedding isn't even until September. That was pretty early to do the bachelor party. I mean, I know you don't really do that like the night before anymore, but typically you would do it August at the earliest. That's strange. September. Jobs for the first time was after party the night before, and we said that we had a week hangover during the wedding. Stop! See, that's why you don't do it the night before anymore. Those same people who don't care, they're the same ones that if expect you to care about theirs. No, for real though, Miami. Facts. They are the ones who like literally made drama for yours and then expect you to like care so much and like drop everything for theirs. Oh my god.
Oh, some of these are still glowing and some are not. That's really funny.
I mean, I do have a nice red that I have been wanting to use. You know what? I never use red. Let's try red. Oh, I'm excited for this. Alright, splat mat. Let's go. I think you told me it's called a splatter mat, but I just keep calling it a splat mat now because it rhymes. As long as it rhymes, everything will be fine. That fancy red that I just found the other day.
Okay, so like I guess I don't actually need a lot of this. I just need to get this specific setup working, and then I can kind of just link this into a flight from there. I think I had like another like select drop around here, but I think that's not as necessary. As long as the level like is actually dropping ground here, I think that's all that really matters.
This might be like world's oldest paint, but
Older than Hammy?
huh?
Older than Hammy?
Yes. Like from high school. Ham Def was not around in high school.
Hamdef?
Def. Why did that sound like the beginning of a fucking math equation?
Solve the Hamdef.
Oh, Def. Really need some more paint. Okay. Splat mat is cuter TBH. I agree. Okay, we love you. Yes, please. Go, go, go. I'm so worried about all that. I paid for literally everything. No house for travel or staying up for anything. Time I was not about to be called a bright select. You are so sweet. I just didn't want anyone but family there, you know what I mean? Thank you. A lot of this like art in the background we like here is from us too, except not that moon. My friend did that. Some of the art is ours and some of it is from friends. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for this color scheme. I have this fancy red. start with this though, because it does seem pretty dense. There's this color shift teal, a regular blue, this super old gold that we're gonna have to see if it works, and then pink, which could be cool. But do we think pink goes with it? It could. I mean, pink is just like lighter red. Enjoy family time. We will be here for a bit, so see where we go. Really enjoying this. That's so sweet. I do a lot of like study streams too. I am finishing up my bachelor's degree right now. So I'm starting summer school again on Tuesday. I don't know B-Doc. Only one class, and it's happiness! Happiness is not waitlisted anymore, you guys! No more waitlist on happiness. I got in. Just showed you on your stream. Oh my goodness, you are so kind. I do play Mario also. I see you got the SMF2 in your name. I haven't played Mario in a minute, I guess. But, like, I do play Mario. More Super Mario World than Maker, but...
You said that like we play Maker at all.
I've never played Maker, let me be real. Let me rephrase.
We have Maker 1.
We do have Maker 1. SMM1, if you will. Haven't played for a while, very into ROM hacks now, and almost finished building one. Hell yeah! Have you heard of Bunbun World? Or any of the Bunbun Worlds? Oh, they're following me, my
Hi, I'm Bun McClure. You may recognize me from such ROM hacks as Bunbun 1 and Bunbun 2, The Bunning.
If you've heard of any of the Bunbuns, that's me. I'm Pinto's Bunbun. And my husband Theo is the one who made those.
And is currently making them.
Quick hi and bio me, and he told me to follow. Thank you, Glenn. Welcome in. Hope to see you again sometime. I guess I've watched people play, but it's too hard for him. I'm no good. I understand. I've played a few levels of the first one, and then the last H that I got was so hard I had to put it down for a while. I have not seen Letterkenny. No, what is it? I feel like I've heard of it.
I've heard it's a good show, but I haven't watched it.
No, I'm happy to take it easy. Like, Kaizo, nice! I'll have to give it a try. What is it called? Do you have a name for it?
I need to work on the spacing of these flowers so it's like a consistent obstacle, but one that you can't just like mash through. The 2.0 of this level is pretty necessary though, because honestly this is one level that in the back of my mind, even when I was done with the cherry version, I kind of knew there would be a 2.0 of. I think I just gotta really space these out so there's like an actual gap to jump through.
Okay. There's so much stuff. Super nasal season 2. I can't fucking type. Type? I can't type with my mouth.
I can't type with my words, any Meg.
I just forgot the second M. SMM2. We're opening it for a fiance. That's so sweet. Oh, that's how Sam did it for me too. The first Bunbun mode was for my fiance, Princess Bunbun, and then Bunbun 2 was for my wife, Princess Bunbun.
And then Bunbun 3, you got to play as Princess Bunbun.
Yeah, and then Bunbun 3 you get to play as me.
Okay, alternate obstacle here. I kind of did something like this in the very first level, so this might actually be a kind of nice callback here. If I just have like these two flowers dropping separately. Or not dropping separately, but like on two separate bounce pads, basically. It'll make more sense in a second. Okay, so that's too high.
I'm trying to figure out where you found Boy Howdy. Did you know the whole phrase as well, Willy Boy Howdy? I sure did not. I can promise you I didn't. I freaking love this jar, it's so sweet. We need iridescent skull jar. I have too many of my brushes out. Okay, hold on. You know why?
That's still too high. Oh, you can just keep these. Okay.
Oh, cute! No, it's okay, Mirror. I have really been saying Boy Howdy a lot. And I'm not sure why. I don't know where it came from. I just don't know. Really unsure myself. I'm sorry I did this to you. Boy howdy. Hi Needrops, how's it going? Welcome in. You're the fiance? I'm gonna do the background red.
Big red.
I know, I don't even know what I'm thinking.
Did I tell you that my dad used Big Red in the move? Yeah, he brought Big Red up with him and we used it to protect the couch. And I was like...
Is that what was on the ground outside?
I was like, I haven't seen this blanket in forever.
Oh, y'all are too cute.
For lore reasons for this stream, there's been a blanket that's been like passed around my family for like actual generations called Big Red. It's just a Big Red blanket. Apparently it's now also being used for boobs, which I think is cute.
Yeah, Theo's mom, my mother-in-law, moved out of state and we were trying to process our fucking feelings.
Interesting that we're both processing these feelings with red, a color that
red,
we
I guess.
never
Yeah,
use.
Big Red and Big Red. I guess this art's name is Big Red, remember? I never named my art, but if the name comes, you don't deny it. You don't chew Big Red, then fuck you. That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
Acid Jazz was the choice for today, by the way. What's the Bob? Cool in the gang? Okay. Summer Madness. Yes, I'm the not so better half. Oh, hush. I think that each half is the better half, or at least for like one thing or another. You know what I mean? Like, I would say that Theo is definitely my better half, but maybe I'm the better half for it.
You're my better half also.
Well, see, yeah. Sorry, cool, man. Cool. And again? Just don't break at work. I grow a beard better.
Okay, so what am I doing here?
Theo is the best. I literally was just like, can you Mario levels with pretty colors?
What am I, like, actually doing with this obstacle? Because, like, we have the, like, click thing happening with the layer 2, which is, like, interesting. Is it? Like, I mean, like, it's happening, but I don't really know if it's, like, interesting, I guess.
Stop thinking about it. I'm supposed to actually have fun at this.
So the main reason these were here in the first place was to force a fire switch.
I'll have a better idea of what I want to actually do for the colors of all of the leaves and stuff if I get this background. This is an 8x8. Is that big enough, Mimir? But it's the same size as the one I was just doing for Steve as well. Perfect? Okay, cool. Maybe I should have checked before I started. I mean, not that I could have just like started.
Just keep the turn blocks going, because that's also used in the disc version. Okay, so now this obstacle is well, actually it wouldn't be this guy here then. It would just be one of you running around down there. And then what's that? Okay, well that's already like more interesting and I think easier to read too.
Amazing! You have 1.5 levels though? Hell yeah!
I think this makes more sense
Red is fancy? Okay,
to just
I know, I like it.
dive
Red is like
directly
one of those colors I
into
never ever
this
work with.
flight
I don't know why.
segment.
It just feels like such an angry color to me, and like, it really doesn't have to.
These will actually probably be better as the green neck Koopas.
Shiny teal on the base of this too.
Let's do green horizontal. Because the green horizontals both aren't going to move as far left and right, and they're also not going to move as fast. They actually honestly end up kind of moving about as fast as the red Koopas do. but the red Koopas span like 5 or 6 tiles instead of like the 1 or 2. So like they'll still like turn around at the same time, ish, I think. But the red guys definitely cover a lot more ground a lot quicker before they turn around.
Well, wait, do you not like it as the background? We'll decide how we feel about it together. I'm like, let me do this as the background, that way if we decide we don't like it as the background, it's at least the base for whatever background color we decide we want to do.
Okay, that's still popping up too much.
Sometimes I do something as a background and then I'm like, this is too much.
So I guess the reason why we haven't done these like stacked like this is because you actually have to stack them pretty high. I think I ended up actually offsetting this obstacle when I did it in the other level.
Yeah. I did a very non-traditional bachelorette party where like we literally, it was just me.
I didn't take damage there. That was incredible, actually.
And so my favorite spots in Santa Cruz. Got like some ice cream. We got ice cream too.
Okay, so that does work. I guess that's a fine obstacle. I was worried about that not being like super clear, but at least now there's always like a flower in your way for that one.
Okay, I'll paint it and then see how we're feeling about it once it's all there. I might love it, I might hate it, I'm not sure. But I probably always make my backgrounds like blue or something, you know what I mean?
Okay, that feels good actually. How high does that go? Up to there?
A little bit.
And down to there. Okay. Let's shrink this lava.
Do the background first because it
Bring this lava up.
How I want to
Bring you out to here. And then
also
bring you down at least another tile, if not another 2. I kind of really like that this version of the level is much more oh, that isn't great. I like that this version of the level is more focused on the layer 2 being like a background part, and the power-ups being more of a foreground thing.
Yeah, you gotta get Michael's during a sale of like a buy one get one, you know? That's why so much of our stuff is just not in frames. So many art prints on my walls, just like thumbtack around the art. So it doesn't poke holes in it. Without frame. Thank you, I know, I really like this red too. Zero red? Based on how it's spelled in Spanish. That might be the nerdiest thing I've ever said. Based on how it's spelled in Spanish, I'm going to this. With the home goods, it's rated the clearance. Hell yeah. Have you tried Joann's? Are there any Joann's in your area? Because they only have like this last week left before all of their stores are closing. Probably the frames were like the first things to go if they have them. But oh, I thought this was their last week. Or just the ones that you were already closed. They already got rid of everything. Maybe the week has already gone by. I don't fucking know. When it's time. Got you.
Actually,
Okay.
I can definitely afford to just do this in the
I'm
background.
like, maybe I just saw the email late. I don't know. I could have sworn it was this week.
Oh, that's
Maybe
nice.
they meant through like the end of May.
Also, if I'm like really concerned about it, I could just do this.
Basically, I'm just gonna do this and I'll use a smaller brush to details.
Nice. Okay, so we got the first half of this level down pretty well, I would say at this point. It's just like the rest of this that I need to touch up. And like, I don't really need to touch it up that much. It's just like I need to figure out where this spin jump actually takes you. I feel like all of these guys are probably too close. Looking at this now. It's gonna need to be something more like that probably. Or even maybe that. And then I can just probably get rid of this one. I don't even think I really need the feather drop, but I do need to see where the layer 2 is like actually at there. And then this run is interesting because the way you had to like plan it out before you like bounced up here and then had to kind of like catch the run and start doing the run and finish the run before it smashed down. So I'd like to keep that obstacle if I can, but I just needed to kind of fix the surrounding tissue around it.
It was like, I just need $3 for Pop-Tarts and then posted my tip links in the chat.
My favorite part about that is that you started off with, I just need $11, I just need $22, I just need $33, I just need $40 for Pop-Tarts.
Adding new Pop-Tarts to my Amazon cart. So what had happened was Momo came in here and she was like, I'm having too many gummies. And I was like, well, that's not even possible. And then she started talking about Pop-Tart flavors. And then I opened up the Pop-Tart website and started looking at all of the flavors, and I found out there's Boston cream donuts.
Boston cream donut flavored
Boston
Pop-Tarts.
cream donut Pop-Tarts. And I need them in my life. And then there were other ones that I ended up adding to my cart too. And I was like, okay, somebody sent me $11 for these Pop-Tarts. Then I was like, okay, I just need $20 for Pop-Tarts. And then I put another one in my cart. Okay, I just need $30 for Pop-Tarts. Like, okay, the total is $38.47, you guys. I typed it in the chat, and then I was like, exclamation tip, exclamation code buy. As if I didn't need tip money for, like, I don't know, getting me through the rest of the week. Nope, need it for Pop-Tarts.
I need my specialty Pop-Tart flavors and I need them now.
Boston cream donut Pop-Tarts sound amazing. Like, doesn't that sound incredible? Don't we have to try those? We have to. We have to. Once we're paid, it's on.
Wait, you can kill the Koopa with a cape spin through a block, but you can't kill the block with a cape spin through the block? How does that work?
I'm trying to cut back on sugar because I'm worried about it.
I'm guessing because the sprite
Probably good that nobody's sending the money.
the sprite must be like slightly moving into the block here. This would actually be like world's best spot for a sprite stack ever. But like I haven't used sprite stacks anywhere else in this hack, and it doesn't really make sense to implement them for this one obstacle, especially when the original level didn't use sprite stacks. And also, seeing as how I cannot possibly add more into that original level if I tried. Like, the gold disc version of that level is already power-up cycling, the only use of water and castle sprites that I'm using in this game, I think, and layer 2 and layer 3. And that's like a lot going on for one level for this. Like, I'm trying to kind of stick pretty tightly to the theming of like each level being kind of its own like unique idea, and then kind of moving on. So it doesn't really make a ton of sense to add stacks there.
The girl, when she took my order, double checked, and then before the girl made my drink, she double checked too.
Okay, so if I can't do that, then we can probably just get rid of these. So like the thing that I want the bounce off of this guy and cape spin
I like don't even know how it happens.
to be relatively
I'm
free,
just kind of trying to make sure that it doesn't.
but I don't want there to be a spike here.
I'm going through a lot of complications.
So I guess what I might do is something more along the lines of like this. And I can raise this all up another tile actually if I have free reign to just have a ledge here now. This actually opens me up like quite a lot here.
Are we trying to take a break with this ad?
Yeah, probably.
Alright. There's an ad coming up. We're gonna take a quick break.
I'm clicking this button instead of save.
Sorry.
So I want something like
Hot.
this, I think.
Did I put it on clips or did I put it on Spirit City, you guys?
I put
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
Alright, we're actually back. Okay, let's give this a shot and see what happens here, because I keep thinking that we're good on this level, and we've ended up not being good on this level. But I can tell my hands are tired, so whenever they get too tired, we'll switch over to UFO 50, and we'll probably end up doing one of the less input-intensive games I have today, which is actually probably fine, because honestly, like, I need to space those out a little bit. We have, like, all of the collectathons to do and get 100% in, so we'll kind of just probably follow the guide and chill at that.
So basically we just keep dying over it with the teal. Eventually we're gonna bleach it again, but Theo does my hair for me, so they don't cut it, but they dye it for me.
Is this guy actually better off as being a red Koopa? Because I think the fact that he's green and he just keeps wrapping around this is actually making this a little more awkward.
I didn't want to like bleach it again and accidentally like make all of my hair fall off. This is black and red and yellow. I love that both of our hair is my favorite colors like that. How do you have the black and red and yellow? Is it like in highlights all over? I don't know. Maybe it's actually because now
It's really funny that that guy tried to hang on for a little bit longer. It doesn't help me, but it's funny. So it's like currently stuck on the back. If I could get him stuck like that, but on the front, that would be perfect. Can I just do it like that?
Acid Jazz was the station, what do you say?
So that must have been what happened
That's
last
yellow.
time, is he
I
like
like
climbed a little bit
that.
down and then got caught on the back,
like a
but we're
fun
just seeing it
surprise
this
the
time because he's
further
getting caught on the
underneath you
front.
go. Currently have a braid with extensions so you can really see all the way in yellow. Oh, I love that.
So in that case, then the only way I'm gonna get this to work
My camera, hell yeah. I don't think I follow you. Let me drop you a follow.
is if I get him caught on it like this, like I did in the other level.
You guys, she's getting close to 1,000 followers. Fucking follow her.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought I did when she followed me a couple days ago, so there you
Drop
go.
that there. Oh, you're so sweet. How have we never met before? I mean, I guess I haven't been playing Mario in a minute, so, but like, I've been meeting so many cool Mario people lately.
Almost like a sign you should get back to
I guess
Mario.
I'm gonna have to get back to Mario. Hopefully with summer school I'll have some time to do other stuff and like continue painting and actually play some games and stuff. Because I am taking 3 summer school classes, but I'm taking them in, like I'm taking 1 in the first session and then 2 in the second session. So they're not like all at the same time at least, like in the regular semester.
Drop. But this is actually going to be like a 2-tile gap right here because these things drop by a tile.
But the one that I'm taking in the first half is Psych of Happiness.
Well, I guess that's actually fine
So
then.
stoked. Please help me be happy. Will I ever be happy again? He hits it out the park! I can't stop thinking about that. That's what I'm wondering. Why was I not following you forever ago? You know what? We found each other now. That's what matters.
Yeah, that little guy going fast right there just works a lot better. Okay, and that obstacle also works. It's a little tough to manage, but...
Well, and like, the past like years though, I've kind of been doing nothing but
Okay, I want to try something there actually. Yeah, you've been very hard on the study
I've been, like,
streams
really
lately.
grinding school, so... A good reason why. Yeah, now it's better than ever, I agree.
Okay, so if I switch this to here,
Oh yeah, like I said, I'm kind
if
of
I
in the middle of putting stuff
cape
on the
drop
wall,
this out,
one,
oh, that's actually
but
perfect.
I got stuck on a level.
Okay, so it's actually probably better for you to cape drop that out then.
Or when I finally got that H, not even more excited about it. No, welcome back. I still have this timer going for in case anybody is like working my left, so. I don't think there anymore, but. School is important. Honestly, kind of for the chats, yeah, that's true. I'm the same way. Unless it's like a game that doesn't make any motion sick, but then I'll just try to like Discord over it or like pull up a different tab in front so that I'm still leaving them alert. Like I still want to support you or something sick. Anything to play this power log.
Which one?
Bunbun 1.
Bunbun 1 is a generally easier intermediate hack, but is not a very great, like, beginner hack.
Yeah.
I do recommend it for people, but...
It's on the easier side of intermediate, but it's still...
It's a hack that is probably better as, like, your, like, third or fourth hack, I would say, rather than, like, your first one right out the gate.
That's cute, but it's played like 3 or 4. Yeah, I don't know when I started getting the motion sickness thing. Anywhere. But, like, I tried to play... Oh, yeah, we came with it, Galaxy?
Yeah,
I tried to play Galaxy and I couldn't fucking play that. It made me motion sick. I had to actually go lay down in the middle of a 12-hour stream. I was so stoked to play that, and then I couldn't fucking play it. It made me so sick. I was able to rally, but had to go just lay the fuck down. Oh, and VR stuff, yeah, I haven't even tried. Like, why would I do that to myself? I already know what's gonna come from it. Eat my lunch. It's wild how bodies change. Like, I used to love, like, roller coasters and shit, and now with how I get motion sick and everything, like, I don't think I even could. It's one of the reasons we can't have kids, because I would have been the parent to go on the rides with the kids. And now I can't. Tyler do it.
Thank you for name dropping me.
Oh. Who?
You never say my real name. What the hell?
Who?
It's like the first time I've heard you say my real name out loud in like
Can you just
years.
stop saying it and just pretend I didn't? Jesus fucking Christ. Just pretend I didn't. Just move on. Love you.
Oh, you too.
Sorry. You've been hanging out with a lot of people IRL lately. My bad.
It's fine.
Oops.
Okay, something like that actually works. This is feeling like it should probably just, like, be the end of the segment, though. So we will definitely just, like, have it be world's shortest flight segment there, and then be good.
Yeah, I don't even... I've never tried. I don't think I would. Is there a VR game that you like to play?
Wait, what? They killed that? Oh. Alright, well. Say goodbye. Hold on.
Beat Saber. Yeah, I know a lot of people like to play that one. I've heard it's a good workout. Yeah, I do need to try to do yoga before I go to my next acupuncture.
Yeah.
I think they scheduled a phone assessment for sometime after the third session, but
I didn't see where that round actually ended up.
like a writer,
Yeah, that might be a good idea. It's fine. Don't feel dumb. It's never happened before. It just threw me
I
off.
know. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I mean, like you said, we've been hanging out with non-stop family lately, so
Yeah, that has to be what it was. Definitely gain a lot of arm muscle playing that. Yeah, I bet. Peloton.
maybe I can add a little bit more ceiling there. Make this guy drop faster.
But if they get to start trying acupuncture for it, I might try it. And after my second session, it definitely started to look different. So I have my third session next week, and I'm hoping that I wasn't sure if it was going to help or not, but I was open to it, you know? I was terrified. They don't like do great with me. But at this point, I guess I have a pretty good pain tolerance.
agony, no braggany.
No agony, no fucking brag.
Okay, so you can get a little bit of a weird... Oh, like just like solving the problem by putting another thing of blocks, but I think another thing of blocks does kind of actually solve that problem. This power-up cycling is much more interesting than whatever I had here before, so I'm glad that I had sat down and reworked this.
Trying to do a crossover and like my skate like caught on my other skate and I like landed on my elbow and my hip, and the way that my elbow was like screamed up, I was like, well, I still have to drive myself home, so I am not gonna look at my hip until I get home. And then like my hip was fine. I like called the advice nurse or whatever. I was like, it doesn't seem like anything's wrong, like, you know. And then like a year later, I was like, I guess I probably should have gotten this x-ray. But yeah, it was that, and then I had to do a birth control standing up to it. I would have So it was like the combination of that hormone change and then the chronic pain, you know. It's just a whole situation. So if the acupuncture can make it to where I can actually do yoga again, do you know how quickly I could like tone up? Oof.
Yeah, my hands are hurting today, so we'll probably switch over to UFO 50 here at the next break. I think we at least have most of this level figured out now.
Yeah, I'm really
the only thing I
grateful
really
that
need to
started
time out at this
because
point is where that layer 2 platform is at the end, and if I have enough time to run on it before it smashes down. I think originally I wasn't sure even if I was going to have a gold disc version of this level.
And I was like,
so I wasn't sure exactly how that was going to work out. But now I have so much exploration of layer 2 in that level that I don't mind the layer 2 of this level kind of taking a back seat to focus on the power-up cycling a bit more.
She's like, are you willing to try acupuncture? And I was like, I'm willing to try anything.
How did I get that pattern?
Like, I will try anything.
I got
it
through
took forever to get the appointment.
the first gate faster
$15
than normal.
Instead of paying like what, like
That doesn't feel like a great way for that guy to die, so I might just get rid of that spike.
Yeah, it truly does get to the point where you'll try fucking anything. Well, and then they had me on gabapentin too, which also probably didn't help the weight gain. Meds, I'll take them. And I was scared, like, I don't fuck with needles, like, I like tattoos and shit, but like...
Do I have like another color of coin that could be used to indicate select easier?
It's taken me a while to like not get anxiety before getting a tattoo even. Anxiety's the worst. Well, my anxiety with acupuncture was like sitting there with needles in me and like feeling like unable to move because I have needles in me. But it's fucking relaxing as shit. Like, how is it so relaxing to sit there with needles in you? What do you mean? It's the most relaxing thing I've ever done. Like, I'm an acupuncture person now. I'm like, have you tried acupuncture yet? Well, that would help. After trying it one time before it even really helps my pain.
Having these pinkish red coins just act as anger and hopefully be fairly obvious indicators that you're supposed to hit select there. Because I've only required a select input in one of my levels before, and it is not the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth thing that people think of. So I am going to just spell it the fuck out. Get rid of these coins just to really hammer home the point that these coins specifically are very important. I can almost even potentially get rid of the blue coins in front of the blocks right there, because I think that might indicate to some people that I want you to spin jump right there, and not that I want you spinning right there. Yeah, let's just get rid of those. Since I absolutely need these red coin indicators here to indicate like where to select drop a little bit easier, I'm going to just get rid of all of the other indicators in the level. At least in like that area of the level. That guy got caught on the spike one too many times, so I like the guy if he gets caught on the front of the spike there, but if there's variance in how you can approach that obstacle, then it doesn't really make sense to keep it. I like that this variant of the level is a lot more subdued with the layer 2. Because a lot of layer 2 levels, even the other layer 2 level in this hack, kind of force you to kind of go a million miles an hour to keep up with it. And this is kind of just more like the level is moving and you have to sometimes move to keep up with it, and other times you're fine to kind of just do your own thing. Yeah, I think this is just as clear without those coins. And then if you hit select here, you're like, okay, now I hit select here.
Where the fuck is that? Really good change in my mind. How do you like determine difficulty when you're the one making it?
It's very hard. The only real answer is you have to have an idea of the things that you're designing and how other people are at them and stuff. And even then, you're kind of guessing a lot of the time because you have dozens and dozens of hours put into most levels that other people don't.
It's driving you crazy. Very fair, very fair. Okay. Like you know what to do and you still are doing it, kind of thing.
It's wild to me that the 1.0 of this level didn't have urchins or neck Koopas with how important both of them are to the level. But I guess to be fair, the 1.0 of this level, I was more focused on just the layer 2 movement, and not really like the connective stuff between it. I feel like that's kind of an interesting damage boost also, because the cape falls so slow that you actually have to like time when you're taking damage there to have it sync up with the next obstacle. Okay, this version of this level is starting to feel more like a finished level. Is there a way that I can stop the sprite from moving there? Yes. I used a lot of these one-ways in the regular level, so I don't mind busting them out here, but if I do something like that...
I'm still thinking about that bachelor party. How did Hero even make it until 5 a.m.?
Probably.
I guess he made it home at 5 a.m.
I was gonna say.
So that means he made it until at least 3 a.m. It was a 2-hour drive.
I mean, probably trying to just tough it out for, like, you know.
Once I learned the situation, me and my 30-pack would have been out the door.
Me and my 30-pack?
Me and my only one bringing the beer ass would have been out the door. You can find your own beer, too. Is what I would say as I was leaving. Queen and be like, we got a 30-pack, honey.
Come home to Queen.
Come home to Queen, because obviously I'm dating Queen in that situation. Come home to Queen. Oh, I hope they're still looking at my stream and heard that. That's someone who he was really trying to remain their friend.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about friends no more. I'm too old for that shit. I will go home to my own bed, actually, if you don't give a fuck about my level of comfort. Bye. I can't even drink and I would have taken the beer. On principle. That's how you know I'm old. Only old people care about a principle. Yeah, I can barely sleep in my own home where I put like 50 levels of like trying to be comfortable.
25 years old.
I'm like, okay, wait, you think of me, I'm gonna let you guess. I mean, not that I'm like old, but like I can tell I've crossed that fine line a little bit, you know? If I had a lawn, I might tell the kids to get off of it, you know?
Okay, so now that these guys are just chilling, can I have... I can have ceiling spikes here, right?
Practically 40. I don't think 40 is old. And it's like, I don't think I'm old. I just know I'm not like as young as I once was, if that makes sense. Like, I know I'm not old. You know? But like, the kids don't even know who good Charlotte is.
We were watching Ink Master, and we had to ask my little brother if he knew who Good Charlotte was, because Joel Madden, the lead singer of Good Charlotte, is the host of it now. And he keeps wearing Good Charlotte sweatshirts on the show. And by keeps, I mean has multiple times worn his own band sweatshirt on the show, and we're like, that's a little much. But we had to ask my little brother if he even knew who Good Charlotte was, and he, like, disappointingly looked at us and was just like, no.
Like, I'm sorry, no. Well, like, that's okay, they're better than you for man.
I'm just gonna say, you may know them from such hit as...
Girls don't like boys, girls like cars and money. Lifestyle. Words in the famous.
If you wanted 2000s pop punk about rich people and some variety.
Right? Ice cream cake and couldn't have one. Horrible. Okay, this might be a stupid question, but like once you get diabetes, is it possible to not have it again, or like you just have it? Like I should probably be more informed on this kind of thing.
Okay, so the good news is none of these Koopas are necessary.
TSH not normal because my TSH is normal, so they're just swearing to me up and down that my thyroid is fine. And I'm like, there are other ways for your thyroid to like not be fine, but your TSH looks like it's fine. But they're basically gaslighting me, so I'm just like, okay, I guess it's fine then. That would really explain a lot. situation with my eyes, that would be explained by there being a thyroid situation. But you're swearing to me that there isn't one, because the TSH is normal. Okay. I have type 2, so mine can go into remission. Okay, so type 1 can't, but type 2 can. A1C is almost normal again. Cool. Good for you. Also, I'm so sorry if I'm like asking too many personal questions. Oh, even worse, I've tried gaining weight for years. Lost it all because of diabetes when underactive thyroid is supposed to make you gain, so I'm devastated trying to gain it back. Yeah. Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, because overactive is the one that would make you lose weight. Okay, sorry, I just have a lot going on with my health right now, so I'm like very curious about other people's experiences and stuff.
Okay, so the good news is I think I managed to cut
And I mean, bless their hearts, they're trying.
15-ish,
with what
20
they would
seconds
know.
off this level.
But it's like if they can't just like prescribe something for it, they don't know what the fuck to do.
It's also much more
Like,
interesting
it's
than
like
it was
you're
before.
not meant to have a chronic condition.
I think I was mostly just trying to get it back to the point where it was like smashing again. But I think everything leading up to it smashing again is now much more interesting and also filled out.
I get it. It's like if you're too
I
skinny,
do want to
it's
try
like
to
you're,
finish
like,
this
on
level pretty
drugs,
soon though,
you
because
know?
my hands are
Not that
hurting.
I assume that about people who are too skinny, but I mean it's an assessment of people's days, you know? Yeah.
If this level had checkpoints, by the way, these urchins would not be like trapped at all. But I think this is like kind of one of the concessions I have to make
I
since
mean, like,
this
I'm small, like, I'm 5'2".
segment is pretty long. Okay, so I do need some kind of activity here.
Never give a fuck if anyone I know gains weight or even if I don't know you. I never look at another human being and care how much they weigh. Like, literally ever. But I care so much about my own self. I'm so self-conscious. But, like, I've seen how the difference in how people treat me. So, it's just weird. And on that end, I would have rather lost weight than gained. Not to say that anyone is better or worse off or whatever, you know, grass is always greener. But, I just have unfortunately experienced that it is very true that people can get
I'm slitting my throat.
It's like you know these things exist and that they happen, but it happens to you and you're like, huh. I know it doesn't feel good when it happens to other people, but like, having you feel it.
So the way this damage boost works, if you like perfectly time when you grab the cape, you get just enough iframes to be able to damage off of the roof. But like, it's probably easier to learn the cape regrab anyway. See, in that time we actually grabbed it too late and switched power-ups. Okay. So that actually has some interesting timing to it. I like there being a timing obstacle in the middle of this that still can be done pretty quickly. But if you like don't get there right away and you time it out or whatever, you can still figure it out.
you. You're so sweet. I'm trying to work on being kinder to myself with just like loving myself with where I'm at, regardless of whatever, you know? It's just been kind of a frustrating time. That's why I'm so grateful that the acupuncture is helping, because like if I could actually do yoga, like yoga is my main form of working out, because it really is like a mind, body, and spirit type of workout, and that's the kind that I can really get into. I love yoga. Acupuncture seriously feels like a yoga class, but like without doing yoga. Because they have us do like a meditation.
Patch your ideas going. Okay, so I actually like don't want you to be able to grab this like right away.
But you know that like yoga high you get after a
Does
yoga
this
class?
end up making this
Like
feel
that
like
after
shit?
acupuncture.
Probably. This? Okay. Also, even if I haven't finished this segment by 7, I need to switch to the 450 after that.
How come?
'Cause my hands are tired.
Oh. A lot of playtesting tonight.
A lot of playtesting tonight and like 10 hours of designing and playtesting yesterday.
Yeah, you did. I forgot you shared a lot longer than I did yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was a day that I had a lot of stuff to process, so I just went live at like noon and stayed
Well, I was
live
just
all
chilling and
day.
watching TV with you because I was really tired and I wasn't sure if I was going to stream or not, and then I was like, shoot, that I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
I have a lot to process too. That red will be good for like poplar color, and this red will be
I guess there's
good for
kind of no
background.
reason to actually force this weight here now. I think I liked this obstacle, honestly, more when you had to time this. Because that at least, like, forced you to not just hit select twice the second you got there. I was curious to see how it felt with it, like, kind of more automated, but I prefer you at least having to time out.
Okay, remember,
more of
I think
those
I'm gonna
inputs.
do this like lighter reddish pink. Ooh, gonna pack a bowl soon because Bo's staying at his grandparents tonight. I love it. Welcome back, welcome back. Hi, Liv. This one's for Mare Mare. I decided for this color scheme I'm gonna do the red and then the red with like lightened down with white, and then the blue lightens down with white. Sparkly teal. I'm not sure if this is too pink though. But also warm up. I like this color better.
Honestly, I kind of like that red.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you got my head about it.
Yeah, I kind of actually really like that red as the background mostly.
Well, I already started this pink, so let me just pink and then I'll go back up with red. We can't smoke enough for this right now.
I mean, we could have another dab.
Why is May the longest month financially?
Okay, so this level's not like perfect yet because I still gotta figure out the timing from this spin jump to this ground. But I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just kind of take a quick break from design here because my hands are super tired. For those that weren't here yesterday, we designed the end of this segment, all of this layer 2 segment, all of this layer 2 and layer 3 level, which this one took like forever to design.
Was not the time for jokes on there?
And we've been working on redesigning the full cherry disc version of that level, where it kind of combines all the idea into one longer one checkpoint segment. And I think we're getting close. I think this level has a good distinct flair where it still feels like in spirit of the original level, but also like it's definitely doing its own thing.
Start summer school till July, so I'm a little bit.
Hi Amber, welcome back fella. I do want to keep going with design and stuff, but I think it's probably for the best if I take a break for today and then come back with more design tomorrow. Ideally what we can do tomorrow is finish up the design of this level and then potentially do a full game playtest. And if not doing a full game playtest, kind of tying up the odds about like loose ends and stuff that I gotta do before we're ready for a full game playtest. But honestly, those odds and ends are kind of going away now because we kind of, like, this was the biggest thing on the to-do list, was redesigning this level. This is the only level that, like, in my head I felt like I was going to need to redo and just kind of had a pretty rough draft for. But I think this final draft of this level is already a lot better. So I think what I am going to do